It's the 1st of July and we're starting to notice what we call goat head vines. This little green vine that grows flat to the ground, it won't stay flat if there's something to crawl on. Of course, it wants to crawl up, but it has little yellow flowers and flat leafy branches on this little, and we can pull it out. I noticed another couple of them down the fence line. They're just starting to germinate now. Let's find another one. Here's one. We call them goat heads or puncture vine. Is there another one? Yep, there's one right there. They don't germinate earlier than this. They wait till the end of June. I found one in the bean patch that's a lot bigger, and we can see that it's starting to develop its little spines. These are very, very, very sharp. So that big poofy thing right there, after the plant dies, will change to a very, very hard spine like this. Those little guys. And all you have to do is touch them and they stick to your fingers. Or if you drive over them with your bicycle, they stick to the rubber and then they puncture your tires, of course, because they're terribly sharp. Very, very, very obnoxious and very hard. And those seeds, of course, will last 10 years, maybe even longer. So if you have seeds in the yard, it will take a few years for you to eradicate that by keeping the plants down, just keeping them knocked down. And they grow so fast, this plant can't be 2 weeks old or a week old. There's another one. So that big poofy head right there will shrivel up and become or break up into seeds. It appears that there are more than one seed in a clump. So you can see spines all the way around it. That will break up into multiple ones of these. Very, very bad. Ugh. So we keep a close watch for goat head or puncture vine. This is a plant we hadn't seen in Washington. We hadn't seen the plant in Sun Valley when we lived there, or Salt Lake City when we lived there, but we sure see it here. It's everywhere. Puncture vine or goatweed. Remember, there's another plant that is a little bit spiny that comes up in the early spring. We call burr buttercup, and the burr buttercup is all dried out and done now. They're not germinating anymore. That happens in the more wet part of this early spring. They're not nearly as pokery as this, but they are sharp. They're just not this bad. I don't think a burr buttercup can puncture a bicycle tire, but these sure will.